Yo, what's up YouTube? Aries Fire Tiger here, and today I've got a crafts video for you. If you guys have seen some of my past videos with the pack openings, you've seen the card holder that I have in the background, and I think it's about time to make a new one that looks a little bit better. It's a little more improved. That'll be a little bit better for setting up cards if you get a whole bunch of really nice pulls, or if you get a break and you want to put it sideways. So I figured I'd make a video and then you guys will be able to make your own at home. So there you go. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we got the base all done. We've got 3 holes here and another 6 holes here. We're gonna make a couple more pieces and those will click right into place, and that'll keep our cards from falling over. So I will get another board and we'll get started on those other pieces. Alright, we got another board. And for the first piece here, we've got the 3 holes. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna do a line across. And these 3 on the bottom will click into the base once we have everything all ironed up. There we go. And let's see if I can find something here. Maybe you guys can see this a little better. So there you go. You guys see that? And we'll get the other piece made up here. I'll grab one more board and some more clear beads. Alright, and for the back piece, we've got 6 holes, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we'll do the same thing. Put a line across the top. There we go. And that'll sit in the back. And now, all that we have left to do is to get everything ironed and put together. So I'll get the iron and my table all set up for ironing, and I'll see you guys back in a second. Alright you guys, here is my table all set up. I got this nice cutting board made out of glass. It's tempered glass, so it's good to go for ironing. And for the iron, you can see there are no holes on here. It is flat. And this will help give you the most even melt. Because it's flat and it has no steam holes, you'll get better heat distribution. So we're just waiting for this bad boy to heat up, and we'll get to some ironing. Alright guys, the iron is all nice and good to go. So the only other thing that we need here is parchment paper, non-stick, and you can get this at the grocery store, the dollar store, stuff like that. Just yeah, parchment paper, non-stick, and we're gonna tear off some of this. And put it right over the top of our project here. That way, when we put the iron down, it's not getting melted to the iron. All this will melt all together on the board here. So you want to get the piece nice and evenly heated. We don't want to melt it too much, so we'll have space for the pieces to click into each other. So if you melt it too much, the gaps will be too small. So we're just taking our time here, trying to keep it nice and even all over the place. Beads are starting to melt together. Alright, that should be good enough. Unplug the iron here. And get some books. Gonna need some weights. Preferably some big books. And put it right on top while it cools. And putting weight on top of this guy will prevent the piece from warping. So there we go, plenty of stuff on top, and that'll prevent the piece from warping and prevent the board from warping while it cools. So we'll see you guys back in a second here after everything's all cooled off, and we'll start ironing the other two pieces. Alright, we're back, and this thing is nice and cooled off now. And you can see the side we melted here. Everything's nice and melted. Everything's all together, but it's still a little flimsy. So we're gonna iron the other side. This side that hasn't been melted at all yet, and this will give us a little more firmness and make it a little more rigid. So let's get to ironing again. There we go, that looks pretty good. Now we'll unplug the iron again and put this under weights one more time so it can cool. Alright, there we go. We're gonna wait for it to cool off, then we'll iron our last two pieces and get the whole project put together. See you in a second. Alright, so we're taking the weights off now. Now, let's set it down there for now. Alright. So you can see, focus in a little bit better there. It's nice and melted now on both sides, so it'll be nice and firm. Not wiggling at all now. Pretty good. So there's the holes that we got. Not too big, not too small, just about right. So I'm gonna grab the other peg boards here with our other two pieces after I get the camera fixed a little bit. There we go. And I did mess up the back piece earlier. This is what the back piece should look like. I made mine 5 tall, and I got the 6 is the bottom, the little pegs that'll click into the base. You want the back to be higher, otherwise your cards are going to fall over and it's not going to do you any good. But that can be just like that. That's perfectly fine. That's exactly what we want. So let's get these two ironed. And since these are a bit smaller, I don't need as much parchment paper. That's good enough. And for this, we're more or less just gonna let it sit even on here for a couple of seconds and check about how melted it is. Don't want it to melt too much. That actually looks pretty good from my end. You guys can't see it that well, but yeah, you really can't see that well. Let's see. They're melted together, but just barely. There's still gaps in between the beads in the middle. And for these pieces, I'm actually going to take them off right away and do the other side right away. And same thing here, we're just going to leave it on there for a few seconds. And that just needs a little more over there. And that should be good. And we can throw that under some weights. Just as it is. It is going to be a little warm. That's alright. I'm not a wuss. Just a little warm plastic. Alright, so I got that under weights now. So we're good to go. Gonna do the other piece now. Tiny little piece. And be super careful when you're doing this piece in particular about when you place your iron down. You don't want to move any of the beads. So just be nice about it. That's good. There we go. We'll flip it over. I'll show you guys. They're just barely melted together, but they're all together. You want to be quick about this piece because it'll start warping real quick. And again, just real nice for a few seconds. That should be good. Now I just need, whoops, to not unplug the lamp. That's what we need to do. Unplug the iron, and then we'll get this piece underweight. I'll see you guys in a second, and we'll get the whole thing put together. Alright, we're back, and we got all of our pieces here. We got this. We got our back piece all melted together. And the front piece there. Oops. Sorry, it's really small. There we go. And like I said, they should just click right into place. So you can just push real nice and hard. And try to keep it nice and even pressure. There we go. And the back one should be a little more tricky, but shouldn't be too bad. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. Those holes were great. So there we go. We got our new card stand ready. Like I said, and we can put multiple cards here without the walls on the side. There we go. And also without the walls on the side, you can set our break cards just like that. If you need to, you can put one like that. Oh, one like that. So there you guys go. Now you know how to make it. All you need is some Perler beads, a pegboard, some parchment paper, and an iron. And if you're a kid, you should probably get an adult to help you do the ironing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and make your own, and maybe I'll see it in your videos. You know? Leave a like if you guys liked the video. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.